home early and ruin the surprise.
Don't worry about it. Dante will be surprised enough for the both of you.
Could you pass me the basil?
I already put some in there.
As if there's ever such a thing as too much basil.
Okay, here you go.
So, Dante loves this...
vino. You know, in Sicily, it has actually been known to make Roman cry.
And come to blows over whose mother makes it better.
I wish I could be more helpful.
Honey, you don't have to be helpful. All you have to do is be the companion tonight. You're supposed to enjoy this with Dante.
Well, I mean, at least I, kind of help set the table. Oh, and I brought flowers, too, which might be really pretty.
Is that...
goldenrod. So, if...
Yeah, no, Lulu. I don't think you know.
Dante's allergic to goldenrod.
Well, I got nothing to say to you.
Then leave.
Not until I see Michael.
You're the one who put Michael here.
And I'm doing my damnedest to get him out.
Until you have paperwork to get Michael released, that's the day you can see Michael. Until then, stay the hell away from him.
Come on in.
It's therapy session to support Kristina.
Good. Thank you. And I am very sensitive to the fact that this abuse issue is a hot button
As
issue.
you know that, my mother and I were, abused, and that's why I know a little bit of what Kristina's going through.
Right. And, we have to figure out why Kristina stayed in an abusive relationship. And, through that process, you might hear some things about yourself that...
No. Listen, Johnny lied in the stand. Kristina believed him. So that's what we're going to work through.
Well, actually, no one really cares what Johnny said or didn't say. I think what you might work through is that she's seen your temper, and it's been very disturbing.
Do I have to tell you again that I don't hit women?
Well, but you do call them bitches and whores, and kind of verbal abuse might...
You're either physically violent or you're not.
Really? See, this is why it's a good idea that you work this out with her in therapy.
No, you know what needs to be done here? No, I don't. All I know is that I've never abused a woman.
Okay.
I wouldn't have to talk about that anymore.
Okay, let's not.
There she comes.
Good. Perfect timing.
You ready?
Dr. Spaulding thought this was a good idea, but if you don't want to go...
No, I'm going to go because I'm your dad, and I want to help you through this.
It may be kind of uncomfortable for you.
Well, nope. I'm doing it because I'll keep an open mind. Let's go.
The implication of Dante in it.
So I gave the flowers to an old lady on the street, and she appreciated them much more than Dante would have, apparently.
Do you remember Patty Masucci's wedding?
Oh, of course I do. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so Patty, she loved yellow. So her mom, she goes and puts goldenrod in all of the bouquets. They have these arrangements all over the church.
And Dante, of course, poor little guy, he's the altar boy. He's standing up there, the church is packed, the ceremony begins, and he's got this humongous vase of goldenrod standing right there next to him.
He could not stop sneezing. His eyes are like swollen shut.
And then there's this table behind him with these two crowns sitting on it. You can't see what he's doing. He goes really backwards, knocks over the table. The crowns go flying. They break into a million pieces.
And these crowns were important?
Oh, yeah. The bride and the groom were supposed to wear them for the rest of the day. It was like an old family tradition,
Yeah, so Patty, her great aunt, she goes like crazy. She starts yelling at Dante, all of these curses in Italian.
Oh, my gosh, Dante must have felt horrible.
Yeah, he did, until the groom slipped him a 20 and thanked him and told him how much him and Patty hated the stupid crowns everywhere. God, Dante looked so handsome that day. I mean, at the reception after the swelling went down.
He asked me to dance that night.
I remember. Your face lit up like someone flipped a switch.
Of course it did. I was 8, he was 12. I was stepping all over his toes, and he pretended not to notice. He was so sweet. I will never forget that dance.
You guys were so sweet.
You got yourself sent to prison to protect Michael. I respect that, but you don't need to protect him from me.
You betrayed him.
Well, you want to hear it again? Fine. I blame myself for Michael getting locked up, and now I'm doing my damnedest to get him turned around and get him released.
You're talking to the wrong person.
No, what are you talking about?
Come on, you want Sonny to think that you care about your brother. Because if he buys it, you're back in. I know you might feel guilty, but now you're doing what you tried and failed to do the first time, and that's build a case against Sonny and get him convicted.
Wow, you just know everything, don't you?
I know never to trust you again.
So if Dante loves this...
Risotto al vino. Speaking of which, you want to do the honors with the Chianti?
Absolutely.
Okay.
he loves this meat stew as much as you say he does, I definitely want to get the recipe.
Well, it doesn't so much have a recipe exactly.
It's kind of passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah.
Well, if the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, I guess I'm screwed.
Honey, you stop that. My son adores you. You don't ever have to worry about your cooking skills. You were a rock for him, even when he was undercover living that lie. I don't know if he could have gotten through that without you.
Well, Dante did what was right, and I admire him for that.
You see that? You see, you understand him. And when he had to tell the truth about Michael accidentally killing Claudia and the judge made that horrible ruling, you still stand by it.
Well, Judge Carroll was brutally unfair, and I know Michael got the worst of it, but he completely betrayed Dante's trust as well.
You know what? I think my son would still be blaming himself for what happened to his brother if it wasn't for you and for your love and support. And he's always going to love you for that. I mean, and I'm glad.
Why am I here? Well, I'm here because I want my daughter Kristina to heal. And for her to figure out why she felt the need to protect Kiefer, her boyfriend, so long. And I want her to know that she'll never go out with another guy who abuses her.
We've talked about my relationship with my dad and how it may have affected my behavior with Kiefer. So, yeah, I'm glad he came today.
I gotta be honest, I don't see the connection between me and what Kiefer did to Kristina. Any man who hits a woman is a monster, and I believe that Kristina, you know that, right? You know I feel that way.
Yes. But maybe it's not that simple.
How would I define abuse? Okay. Abuse is someone, who uses their fist, a belt, throws a bottle, and keeps at it until someone is curled on the floor. My mother and I, we went through that for many years, so that's why I understand a little bit of what Kristina's going through, and it makes me sick.
My dad abused his wife, Claudia.
Okay, so just keep stirring it while it thickens.
It's getting a little lumpy.
That's fine. Just stir a little harder. Try like a figure 8.
It's like almost too thick.
Hey, okay, just relax, relax. When in doubt, just add more wine.
Risotto al vino. I smelled it coming up in the elevator.
You are early.
It was supposed to be a surprise.
Wait, you helped put this together?
No, my big contribution was stirring the sauce.
All right, it's ready.
Oh, that smells almost as good as my mom's.
What are you
Almost.
doing? Get out of here.
No,
Wait
I just
till
want to
dinner.
try a little bit.
You want to try a little bit? No. Haven't you ever patience?
Not with this
Out
stuff.
of my
No,
kitchen.
not with risotto. It's amazing.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, my God, you are an angel sent from heaven. That is incredible.
How'd it go, Dante?
No progress about getting you released.
But he's working on it, right? And they went through this whole carrying big brother routine last time he came to visit me. I told him to save his breath. Dad is going to get me out. Lord, thanks for seeing him in my place.
Yeah, I told Dante not to come back unless he's got the paperwork to get you released.
Yeah, like that's going to happen. Look, Dante's just putting on an act to score points with Dad. That's
Okay,
it.
you have to understand that Sonny's always going to give Dante the benefit of the doubt because Dante is his son.